Hello YouTube, how's it going? So, I figured now I would take the opportunity to show you guys a little bit more about my new 2011 Ford Escape XLT, which if you'd watched the last video that I posted, the video that's called New Car Day, you will know that this is actually a car that I've had my eye on for quite a while now, and we were finally able to make it happen. So the Alero died, my brother purchased my Grand Prix, and I was able to get this. So I don't need to go back into that whole story, but just watch the last video entitled New Car Day, or you can also check out my brother's new vlog in which a piece of our adventure to the dealership was captured, and he was able to get the Grand Prix. So we'll just go ahead and I'll show you guys what this XLT has. So we start off with these halogen headlamps. They are automatic on XLT models. Of course, you got the chrome 8-slotted front grille, lower fog lamps, and air dam with the Escape name embossed into the front bumper. And then there's some lower black body cladding there as well. So on the sides, the mirrors are actually black plastic. They are foldable. And then of course the mirrors are powered, and they include these integrated blind spot mirrors. So black accenting around the windows, black door handles, and the security code keypad, which I used for the first time just to see if it was still set to the default code, and it is. Pretty nifty thing. Toward the bottom we have lower black body cladding, and my XLT just includes these I believe they're still 16-inch aluminum rims. I think it's still 16. Wait, yeah, okay, they're 16. So 5-spoke rims, just the way I like them. This one here has front disc and rear drum anti-lock brakes. It's been a while since I've had a car with anti-lock, but the advanced traction control system is also equipped on here also. Oh, and another fun fact, I never had a car, sorry about the train, but I never had a car that had the Easy Fuel system before. So no gas cap inside here. It's kind of fun, you live here so long you don't even pay attention to the train anymore. But you know, it seals it up here. It's a very interesting thing. It was kind of a surprise when I looked in there for the first time. Let's see, so the back, the tail lamps are incandescent. And we have high mount brake lamp, no spoiler. Or, yeah, no spoiler. Wiper blade. The rear bumper has some upper black body cladding. And down below there's really nothing there except the block designs and one single exhaust port placed underneath. Once we get inside, it's still pretty decently clean too, so I'm glad that I chose it now. And it's getting dark, so you guys can see the awesome ice blue illumination that I enjoy so much at night. It's kind of weird going from Pontiac red to this Ford ice blue, but blue is my favorite color, and I love the illumination. So as I mentioned in the video before, this car is finished in the steel blue metallic color, and it's kind of hard to find the steel blue metallic with the charcoal interior color scheme. So I am always a fan of darker interior. Beige just isn't really my cup of tea, so this one had the charcoal, and that was just another plus for this car. So I don't know the specs offhand as far as the headroom, shoulder room, hip room, and whatnot. I know if this were MVS I would, but maybe I'll plug them in somewhere on the screen. So on the XLT models, the driver's seat is 6-way powered. The passenger seat, I believe, is still manually adjustable. And as far as the front end safety features, we do have dual front airbags. There are airbags placed inside both front seats, and of course, my first car that I've had to have side curtain airbags as well for the front and rear passengers. So in the back there's really not a whole lot to see. Just go this way. So pretty decent amount of leg room from what I was told from the people who have sat back here already. There are also small door pockets on the back, and the front door trim includes your exterior mirror controls, black door handle, door lock controls, your window controls placed within silver accenting, and then a storage pocket right there. MyKey, the MyKey system. So, the gauge cluster includes an 8,000 RPM tach, your fuel and coolant temperature gauges, fuel level, sorry, and 120 mile per hour speedometer. There's also the small driver information center that will give you the vehicle mileage as well as your remaining fuel distance, your average fuel economy, your current fuel economy ratings, 2 trip computers, trip B, which of course will be my from day one mileage counter, and then you can also go through your system check, which will tell you things like if your brake system's okay, all your doors are closed, stuff like that. Got an oil life monitor, and of course your other various vehicle settings. So that's all that consists of. And you grab onto a 4-spoke leather wrapped steering wheel right there. No extension grips like I did have on the Grand Prix, but to the left you have your cruise controls, and to the right you have your audio as well as your hands-free voice command and phone controls. So I believe the steering is provided through an electric powered rack and pinion system. First car that I've ever had to have an electric system, but I'm pretty sure it is electric. So, and then off to the left of the wheel, of course, are your automatic headlamp controls with your fog lamp controls as well, and the menu controls for the driver information display. The front and rear wiper controls are placed on the turn signal stock. And the emergency hazards are placed at the very top of the column. Moving over to the center console, or the center stack I should say, there is a display up at the top that gives you all sorts of vital information in regards to your direction, so your compass, the outside temperature, the clock is always there, and of course depending on what you're listening to, so it will constantly display your audio settings and information. So yeah, that's pretty cool to have. down below, 2 air vents, and then here's your audio section. So mine is just equipped with the basic 4-speaker AM, FM, CD, and MP3 audio system. I thought maybe it was the upgraded system because it does have the Sun and Sound package, but it sounds really good. I'm quite surprised at how good the stereo is in here. I'm very particular with the way my music sounds, so I definitely approve of how this audio system is. But all the controls are here in a nice organized fashion. The load button doesn't do anything, it's just a single slot CD player. I thought maybe it was a changer, but it just says it's full when there's 1 CD in there. So that button's pretty much useless. And I was able to get 3 free months of Sirius XM satellite radio, which is really cool. I enjoy having it so far. Down below are the single zone manual climate controls. Yeah, nothing really here. Air conditioning. And then down below sits a 12-volt power outlet, my advanced traction control override, a USB port, and your auxiliary input jack. So, and then underneath that is a storage slot. So I finally have a car that has the Microsoft Sync system, and I'm still kind of learning how it works, but it is, you know, after having the car for, it's been almost a week, it's been 5 days. So after having the car for 5 days, and I'm still kind of learning how to use Sync and whatnot, but it is actually a really cool system so far. I love the fact that I can actually play the music on my phone through Bluetooth instead of actually hooking anything up to the USB or auxiliary input jack. It's a really cool feature, and I've done the hands-free calling, so that's also really cool. The calls come in really crisp and clear, and they seem to be able to hear me just fine, and it's a really cool system, so I can see why a lot of people like it. That's one of the options that I was really hoping to have with the Escape that I had found in the future. So I finally found it, and I am very happy with it. So the shifter is just done in black. There's really no other accenting or anything. And then off to the side is like your tow / overdrive override. So, or your downhill descent, I believe is what it is. Either way, it turns off the overdrive. And then there's a small pocket here. There's 2 cup holders here with removable liner. Another storage pocket back here. The car is just full of storage. And speaking of storage, the armrest opens up and there's a deep pocket in here. So I've actually got the CDs some of my CDs stacked up in here. But as if that wasn't enough, this whole liner comes out. You can already tell how deep this thing is, and there's a huge pocket down in there for more storage. Like, that is really awesome. So, and not only that, but this little tray back here that I decided to stick here, this actually can slide in on top of that. So there's so many little pockets and such. The back of the console includes 2 cup holders for your rear passengers. The glove box, I don't think it's lit, but it's a decent sized glove box. The manual is in the house because I've been trying to read it. That is just a bag full of CDs from the Grand Prix that I have yet to take into the house. See, up on the ceiling there's sun visors with lighted vanity mirrors. There's 2 map lamps which are already on right now, and the control for the sunroof. There's also a place for your sunglasses. So the sunroof was optional, as I mentioned. It was part of the Sun and Sound package. So I already kind of showed you guys the back, but I can show you guys the rear way back. There's really nothing else back there. So one nifty thing is by either pushing this button, or if it's unlocked, you can push the button under here and you can open up the rear glass. So this is nifty in case you have some long objects in tow. I also have the cargo cover here. So, and then of course, this is just random junk that was left in the trunk of the Grand Prix over the course of several years. But I plan on getting it out of there and on my next day off. It's a terrible sounding little cardboard guitar. Can't really get to it, but under the carpet there's an optional cargo management system, so this lid will actually open up and there's more cargo space under the floor, which I plan on putting like my jumper cables, my tire inflator in, so, and my clean car wash towels there. That's I believe that's it for the back. So and as mentioned in the previous video, excuse me for 1 second. This, it was getting kind of dark now, but this XLT is equipped with the 2.5 liter 16 valve dual overhead cam 4-cylinder, which is what I was hoping to get after many years of having cars that have had V6 engines. I'm kind of looking to cut down as far as, you know, gas mileage and such. So I'm hoping that I see an improvement. Took a horsepower cut because the Grand Prix makes 200 horses, but this little thing here makes 171 horsepower and 171 pound-feet of torque, and it does take off quite nicely. It's pretty decent at passing. I don't expect to do like any towing or anything with it, so I think as of right now, I really think that this engine has a lot to offer as far as its pep and the MPGs. So I haven't had the car in a full tank yet, but I'm also not empty either, and I've tried to find every reason possible to drive the car. So it's down to a quarter, and that was over the course of 5 days. It was just a little above a half when I got the car, so not too bad. And there's plenty of room to work on under here, so I already looked under to see where like the oil filter and stuff was, and it'll probably be the easiest oil change on a car I would have ever had to do. Knock on wood. So yeah, the 4-cylinder is also connected to a 6-speed automatic transmission. I'm not used to the 6-speed, or I can't really say that. I mean, it shifts really nice. It feels almost like a manual transmission. Excuse me for a second. But I think the 6-speed might also play a big part as to why the car is so peppy. That might have something to do with it. But the yeah, it kind of feels like a manual transmission going through all 6 gears. It shifts really quick. It's really responsive, and I am completely happy with it. So that's all that I have on this video. We went through just about everything that I can explain in this short amount of time. So thanks for watching. I do have a video from MVS from 2011 actually on a 2011 Ford Escape Limited, which is the exact same color as this, but if you watch the video, you would see it has the tan interior. But there's a little bit more information there if you need to know anything else. And there's also a video on a 2009 Ford Escape Limited that I did back in 2010. It was my aunt's, and she still has it, and I did a full review on that one too. So that's all I've got. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.